Hi, so this is Bibi, and all day long I've been having a pain. Um, my right side, my arm is pulsing, my right leg is pulsing, and right back here is hurting. But it's a pulsing, like it's pulsing. It's like somebody took a sledgehammer and is just hammering away at my pelvic bone, or something slicing through it. It just hurts. Even my finger right here, right now, is hurting. I don't know what it is, but my thigh and my hip, and I feel almost like I'm breaking out in cold sweat. It's just a lot of pain. You know, when what's happening to our flesh or tissues, it's feeling almost like it's being microwaved. This is the only word I could think of. Think of millions of tiny rays. It's like being it's like being microwaved. There's a pain right here as well. I don't know what it is. I have a belief system. She's doing this because she's using me to keep people away from me. She wants to scare people. She wants to scare people. Now, when someone might want to help me, or somebody who might have my best interest at heart, or and somebody who might, want to, whatever, anybody could be now or potentially in the future. She wants to tell, well, this is her way of telling them that if they help me, this is going to happen to them. The woman is trying to keep me isolated at all costs until she kills me. I don't know why. The pain is not my imagination, it's actually happening. It's with or without a voice. It's happening right now, right on my left side. Not so much on the side, but just to the corner of the curvature of the hip. It hurts. And it moves. This is the thing. This is the thing I've always noticed. The pain moves. Why is it moving? I don't know. There's something about the way how it moves. I've always questioned it. Why does it move like this? I don't know. My theory is that because of all these metallic particles, and if it can be controlled from the outside, which it seems it can be, it's like they're clustering, and then it's like imagine, if you will, like the clusters are up here, and you have a big magnet underneath here, and you're moving it, and the cluster is moving along with the magnet. And what's happening inside your body. The thing is, for those of us out there who are going through this, please don't be afraid to help us. I know that this is scary. And I know that these people are they're bad, they're evil people. They're evil people. And they want us isolated. Those of us who are experiencing this, these people want us isolated because they want to be able to do anything with us and get away with it. And when they find that whatever they're trying to do, work on the people outside of us, isn't working after a while, they try to use us to scare people away. They start off with the irrational behavior, talking about hearing these voices call and seeing you're getting hacked, or something is there 1 minute happening. As soon as somebody shows up to take a look, it's normal again. They start off with irrational behavior. They start off with the claims of hacking, stalking, voiceless call. And by little, they start to go away because our world now totally becomes engrossed in what is happening to us. It becomes engrossed in what is happening to us. And we can't help but talk about what's happening to us. I can't tell you what's happening to the man down the block, or the lady up the road, or the couple down the avenue, or the man down the street. I can't tell you what's happening in their lives. I can tell you what's happening in my life, the way I am experiencing life in the moment. The way I experienced it 5 minutes ago, and the way I'm experiencing it now, the way I experienced it 10 years ago, it's the same thing. I cannot talk about their lives because I don't know. But I can talk about my own life. And what happens is we become consumed with this. Because I'll tell you something. They come at us from all around. They come at us from all around. And they really keep us boxed in and closed in. She's really been hammering me for the weekend. She hammered and hammered and hammered. I don't know where she gets all these gases from. I don't know where she gets them from. The thing is, I was wondering today, how did she learn to do all of this? How did they learn to do all of this? What, did they hack in somewhere? Guantanamo Bay maybe hacked in and they saw people being, I don't know, being bullied, being victimized, being made to talk, I don't know. How were they able to do all of this? Or just, they hire like 12 different sets of people with different skill set, and each one has their own method of making a person's life a living hell, and then they incorporated all 12 of them after they watched the people in action. They incorporated it into their craft, because it's like a craft she has. Stop. And I have a feeling she's not gonna stop, so I have to make these recordings. I don't think she's gonna stop, but anybody who wants to help us, please don't get scared off because of her. Please don't get scared. The thing is, when they find that they can't hold off people for a while, after people are getting past their disbelief, they're getting past their own denial that there might be a problem, it's like they start to see the suffering beneath our words. They start to see the pain. And they start to understand that something is happening here. Unless this is mass psychosis or this is the fucking same strain, it seems like something is wrong. Like we all eat from the same cookie, the same bad batch. This is not true. None of us are close to each other. People who are in different countries, different continents, and are experiencing the same things. This is just another case of many cases. No, it's like right now my head feels really bad. So, and smelling that gas. She loves to gas people. She loves to gas them. She gets a real thrill out of that. What she wants is for me to call her name, say her name on here, or put her picture. That's what she wants. Then she'll turn around and sue me. Maybe I should do that, just to get it to stop. Well, this is what she looks like. And let her sue me, but at least this will stop. At least this will stop. I would ask the police, is it okay? I don't know. Because at this point, I don't know what else to do. I just want this to stop. What she did was so bad that she needs to frame me for it. Something tells me she did something and she wants to put it on me. Why? Because I live next to her and we share the same internet. But then there were other people who shared the same internet as well. Why is she coming after me? Because I don't have anyone, and I'm not physically close to any of my family. They find single people who are mostly alone, productive people, and they isolate them and they work them over. They work them over. These people will pretend to be anything from police officers to FBI agents to special agents to immigration officers. They go for the big ones. One of the things that happened was they tried to trap me with this. Well, maybe I should just go ahead and say it doesn't really matter. But I spoke to the woman, the cop who I spoke with about when I thought she was being abused. He actually asked me to call his wife's number and pretend that he's sick, like I'm working with some imaging somewhere or whatever, I don't know, and pretend that he's sick. And because I didn't want to do it at first, but then he was so desperate. Against my better judgment, I did it once. I went to voicemail, and no, I don't know, but I spoke to the same woman I left a message for afterwards, and she didn't mention anything. She didn't say anything. In fact, she wasn't even surprised when I told her who I was, which surprised me, which means something is weird and off with all of this. So, with that being said, I don't know what they've done. I think they were trying to trap me there. These people are nasty pieces of work. I mean, when I say nasty, they're cruel to the max. They're cruel. They're cruel, cruel people. They will kill anyone. What they're doing to me. Let me ask you a question before I turn this off. With what has been happening to you, do you believe the people who actually are doing this to you would have any qualms about killing you or seeing you dead? No, they wouldn't. The same goes for me. It's just the torture she wants, the torture. I don't know if it's if the cop is gonna pretend that he was been gang stalked. I don't know what the hell this is. So when I get an MRI, I would like for a doctor to actually be there to watch it as it is happening, and not just have it on a CD or having images later to look at. I want him to see it as is. I'm going to insist on that. For any of you too, you should insist on that. Don't look for it after the fact, because if they're hacking, they can replace images, and they get the ones that are messed up, and you get a clean bill of health, and you're suffering. And they get whatever this is. They want defraud the government. They want gang stalking money. Whatever they want. I mean, who cares? At this point, it's like, who cares about it? All I want to do is get my business started. I'm not looking for payouts from the government. I really don't care. Life after almost 2 years. I mean, after almost 2 years plus, I'm alive, and I am grateful every day for this, even though I'm hurting. That's my reality. I just want to get on with my life. All I want to do is get on with my life, and this woman does not stop. She doesn't stop. She wants to play crazy. Nobody crazy will keep this up for 2 years and be this organized to keep it up for 2 years. It's impossible. Impossible. She knows exactly what she's doing. She's not disorganized. She's very organized. So if you have to get an MRI done or a CT scan done for whatever, if it's in relation to this, I would make sure you have a doctor who's actually watching. Try to get yours done in a hospital if possible, because they do look. If you go through the emergency, they do look. And again, whoever is out there, that, you want to help somebody who is being gang stalked, or somebody who is, don't be afraid to help them, because this is what the people who are attacking us, this is what they want. They're looking to push people away, and they're using us to do it. It's almost like a threat to the person. They're using it like a threat. In this United States, in these here United States, this is what's happening. But nobody pays attention. And still nobody sees something wrong with this, something really off about this. Am I the only one? Oh,